Yo, what's up everyone? It's Assad here from 52cards.com. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'll teach you a really strong trick. Once again, very easy to do. We've been doing quite a few beginner tricks on the channel lately, but don't let that fool you. Like, these tricks are really strong, and especially this one. I taught a version of this trick like 6 years ago on this channel. In this video, I'm going to show you a really neat variation on it, which I think a lot of you will like even better than that original. And it's only going to take you just a few minutes to learn. So let's get into it. I'll give you a demonstration of what this thing looks like, and then I will teach you how to do it. Just a quick plug before we get into the video. Our Black Friday event over at the 52 Card Shop began today, earlier this morning actually. So currently everything on the site is discounted, and all orders over $52 will be receiving a free bonus gift, which is a new Cucumber Mint deck. So it's an amazing deal. It's the biggest sale we do all year. If you want to take advantage of it, you can check the link down below to go to our shop. We carry a wide variety of all the top brands and playing cards and Magic, and hopefully you find something you like. All right, by the way, the sale will continue till the end of the month, okay, November. So let's get back into the video. Link will be down below if you want to check out the shop. Check this out. We have a group of cards here, and as you can see, each of the cards is actually from a completely different deck. So I'm going to spread them out so you can clearly see the back of each and every card. And if you were here with me, I would ask you to stick your finger out and to just slowly move back and forth between the cards. And whenever you feel like the moment is right, to just stop and land on one of the cards. Okay, now it's a completely free choice. There's not going to be any influence on my part. And just try not to think about it too much. Use your intuition and your instinct, and hopefully you make a good decision here. So they go back and forth as many times as they want. And let's say, for example, they landed here. At which point I would say, now that is really interesting. And the reason why that is so interesting is because although all of these cards come from a different deck, if we take a look, they're actually all the same card. They're all the 7 of diamonds from their own respective deck. All except for one, which just so happens to be the card you picked. All right, let's talk about the method here. So what we have are a total of 8 cards. Each one comes from a different deck. And what we have on the faces is something like, by the way, it's nice to have a nice contrast between the different backs. It just visually makes the trick more interesting. Okay, so different colors, different designs. I think that's a nice touch. On the faces, what we have is this. 4 7s and 4 kings. Obviously, you don't have to use those cards, but once again, it's nice to have contrast between the 2 cards that you're going to use. Okay. And another consideration is that you want to pull these cards from decks that aren't too customized on the faces, because if you have one of these cards that looks very different from all the others, some of the more custom decks have like crazy court cards or very loud designs going on in the faces, and that might weaken the illusion a little bit. So try to find faces that are more or less standard. It's okay if there's a little bit of variation there. But you want to have 4 of one kind and then 4 of the other, and you want to have them alternating, just like this. Okay? And at this point, you can cut the packet as many times as you want. It doesn't matter. You kind of mix them up. That's not going to change the fact that they're alternating. That's really all that matters. And whenever you're ready to begin, you're going to spread them out. You use whatever pattern you want, present it however you feel is best. But you want them to be able to see the backs of each card clearly, and then you want them to make a selection. I like to do this like stick your finger out and kind of just move it back and forth nice and slow, and then land on one card. But once again, you can have them pick their card however you want. I think that's just a nice way of doing it. Once they pick their card, it really is a completely free choice. It doesn't matter what they pick. Okay, so let's say, for example, they picked this one right here. What you're going to do is you can say something along the lines of, that is really interesting. You're going to set that card aside in the corner. You're going to cut the packet right at that point. Okay, so you're completing the cut. And now you're going to do a move. Okay, now this is a very easy move, but it's just going to take a little bit of practice to get the timing and the rhythm down. This is called Olram Subtlety. Excuse me, Olram Subtlety. And here's how it goes. You're gonna thumb over. Basically at this point, you're gonna display that all of these cards are the same. Okay, they're not, but you're gonna make it appear as if it is, as if they are. You thumb over the top card. You're gonna grab it in your right hand like this, and then simultaneously you're gonna turn both cards over like this. Okay, so it's a timing thing, and you have like this synchronicity going on. So thumb over, and then notice how normally with your left hand you're gonna hold a packet like this. For this, you kind of wanna hold it more like this. So you wanna push those cards forward a little bit, and that's gonna allow you to kind of display more of that card when you turn your hand over. So thumb over the top card. At the same time, boom. Pause for just a beat. Watch the performance just so you can get a better idea of the exact rhythm at real time. Turn back, and then you're gonna drop the right hand card first, and then immediately afterwards, you're gonna thumb over the top card here and drop it right there. So that's the illusion right there. But when you do this with the right timing, the right rhythm, and it flies, you're showing the bottom card of the packet, and then you're immediately thumbing over the top card of the packet. But it flies, you just do it with confidence, you do it without any hesitation, and it's a really convincing move. And then you do the same thing again. You're gonna repeat this move over and over again. Once again, thumb over the next card, turn both hands over at the same time, drop the right hand card first, followed by the left card. Again and again, you're gonna be left with one card, the bottom card, and that one you can just slowly reveal however you want. And then you milk it, you build up the effect, and you say, look, all except for one card, which just so happens to be the card you picked. You know what, while we're at it, I will show you that original version that I taught 5 or 6 years ago on this channel. It's only gonna take a second, and some of you may prefer it. It's not as visually interesting as the method that I just showed you, but it is a bit more practical, because instead of pulling cards from 8 different decks, you just need to pull cards from 2 different decks. And this is gonna be your situation, okay? You do, in this case, want to pull the cards from the same deck design, because you don't want to have any variation in the face designs, okay? So just pick 2 different color variations from the same deck design, and you're ready to go. Alternate them like this. Make sure you don't have any duplicates in the faces, and you're ready to go. You're gonna start off, this time face up, spread the cards out like this, ask them to, move their finger back and forth and land on a card. Let's say they landed here. You're gonna follow the same exact steps that we did before, place that card aside, cut the packet right there, and this time, you're gonna be showing that all of the cards came from the same deck. Every single card came from the same deck, except for one, which just so happens to be the card that you picked. All right, I hope you really like that trick. If you did, please do give this video a like, subscribe to the channel if you wanna see more videos like this in the future. Leave a comment down below, it helps the algorithm out, helps the channel out. And I hope you all have a really wonderful holiday season. Take care.